Jesus Christ always used to tell his disciples that ours is the sharpest knife in the world, and the most dangerous weapon in the world is our words, which can kill people from inside. Without any bloodshed. Our words are our strength, but they are also our weakness. Power is there if we don't know when, where, and how much to speak. If we use the right words with the right intention at the right time, then it makes us a successful person. But if we don't use the right words with the right intention at the right time, if we do, then it can make our lives worse than hell. So today I will tell you a story on silence, and this story is going to change your life. This story is going to make you realize the power of silence. A very famous monk in Roman city. He was a lonely respite in the forest away from the noise of the world, and he was a very meditative person, so he was very famous all over Roman. And one day a prince came to him and said, "I always felt tired, lonely, and troubled. My quiet is very restless and relieved. Although I have everything, wealth, fame, and all the luxuries that a person can aspire to have, but still there is no peace inside me." So the sage said, "You know the answer to this, but you have never discovered it." The sage said that I want to do an experiment. Would you like to do that experiment? After this experiment, there will be no unrest and worry in your life. Hearing all this, the prince was very upset, but he asked the sage to tell me what I should do. "I am ready to do anything for the peace of my quiet." Then the sage replied in a calm voice that for the next 10 days you will stay in my hut and will live like a normal person, and for these 10 days you will sit alone in the meditation and do as little as possible. Well, said the prince agreed with the sage. On the first day he felt that his quiet was more disturbed than an ordinary person. Various types of questions were arising in his quiet's mind, and he was feeling hopeful about living life like the common people. Had a strong desire, many questions are running in his mind, but he did not say anything, not even a word, and he remained sitting quietly. But as the night progressed he felt a great peace. It was very strange for him. He was feeling happy inside, and he was asking himself why the restlessness was decreasing. The next day the prince was sitting in solitude, looking at nature, flowers, plants, and birds flying in the sky. For the first time in his life, he was seeing how beautiful nature was all around him. He could see and feel the nature around him. In this way, a week passed, and all his quiet's restlessness, all the turmoil, everything disappeared. On the morning of the 8th day, the prince's eyes started blinking on their own, and he was in deep meditation. He closed his eyes and went into deep meditation. There were no worries. There was peace in the quiet. The prince began to feel deep peace within. After spending the remaining 2 days in deep meditation, the prince presented himself to a monk. The prince said to the sage that, "Dear sage, I got the answer as to why my quiet was so disturbed." He said that I came to know why my quiet was so disturbed and disturbed. Then he asked, "Tell me what answer you got." The prince said that, "I definitely said more than that. I used to spend the whole day wasting my energy on people, and used to think alone in my life, and most of the time I used to think negatively in my life. Thus, I was wasting my time, and my quiet was disturbed due to excessive talking and sleeping. Because of this, I don't know how to do anything well, due to which I started failing in almost every task, and continuous failure made me more depressed and irritable, and it further destroyed my life. But these 10 days were completely different. Now it seems that I am living my life to the fullest, and before this, I was living my life in the wrong way." Also, learned that we do not need to meditate. Meditation happens automatically, and with meditation first of all, this friend, the most important event in one's life is to know oneself. The monk said that not only you, but most of the people in the world speak more than necessary. Even today, most of the people speak only to point out to each other, and even today, people talk too much and are wasting their lives. The sage explained the importance of silence to the prince and said that once the disciple Jesus asked Jesus, "Dear Jesus, why do you remain quiet most of the time?" Jesus said, "I find deep relief in silence. I say that if you cannot remain silent, then it is possible to know yourself." silence is possible. Before others, speak only as much as is necessary, and here you will find that 90% speaking is harmful. If you do not speak, it was good that 90% of the problems would be reduced if people were a little quiet. Many problems in the world are created just by speaking. It is the caste that is to remain quiet. He knows the art of being alone, even in a crowd. Solitude is a man's heaven. The presence of others creates restlessness. First maintain silence with yourself, then let your energy come into the mode. Let quiet come home when you are free from the presence of others. If you wake up and get upset, then it is better that you close your eyes and go within yourself. You will find it from there also, because the source of your life is hidden there. It is not in anyone else, but your jade is like you after all. You within me? If there is no one, then I will have to go within myself. Therefore, within me is the Supreme King. He is the source of life. From there only joy is born. From there you will sink into death. From there your sun will rise. And then whenever you take a dip and return, will find it from the same place. Then you will become fresh again. Then you will get the new wealth of life. Then new strength is born. Fatigue is gone. Sadness is gone. Worry is gone. Just like when someone returns after taking a bath, the body becomes cool. It becomes calm. Similarly, when someone comes back from within, he comes back after taking a bath in silence. Then the whole personality becomes calm and quite becomes blissful. When you reach the height of inner peace, you will find that your quite does not get separated even by speaking. She is constantly sitting within you, and there is an inner stream of her. You speak, but do not leave yourself. You also use words but cannot break your silence. Then there will be fragrance in your speech, and then there will be vastness in your speech. Whatever will happen will be the music of your speaking. Everything will be fine. If you speak, then others will go cold. As soon as you become silent from within, you start becoming so powerful that you start leaving the subjugation of society, and there is a joy in your life that only crazy people can experience. There is a new glow on your face. Your eyes are filled with some other glow, and you start drowning in the ocean of infinite peace. He ended his speech by saying this, friends, you must have also experienced that by talking too much, quite becomes calm. It happens that we give control over our attention along with our quite. People who talk too much do not have the ability to concentrate on any one thing. Hence, they are not completely focused on any of their goals. And they are not able to understand the truth of life, nor are they ever able to achieve the desired success. Apart from this, you must have seen that those people often become a laughing stock among the people, and those who speak less and stick to their words are considered. You get respect, people listen and believe what you say, and a person with a disturbed quite cannot succeed in any work in life because he does not feel like a quite in any work. If a person knows when, where, and what to say to her, if we look at the personality of a great person, then we will come to know that he speaks less and thinks deeply about what he has to say before speaking. But those who talk more often lie and keep putting garbage on the minds of others with their buttons. They mostly hurt others. The evildoer is relieved. Hence, his own people also try to protect him and stay away from him. It is said in our ancient scriptures that our words can be the real religion. From silence comes patience. From patience comes meditation, and from meditation a person can live his life. Friends, you also try to sit quietly in solitude for at least 30 minutes every day. This will definitely bring a positive change in all of you. With this, end this story. Thank you.